Hey guys, I just do a quick walk around of all three of these mowers together. We got the Diesel Sears, the Racing Craftsman, and the Off-Road Murray. Let's start off over here with the Sears. This mower started out, still kind of is. It is, or was, a 1968 Sears Custom 7. And it was originally equipped with a 10 horsepower Tecumseh. I'm not for sure of that because it had the custom 10XL owner's manual, and I'm pretty sure that's the motor would have came with it. But it had that motor on when I got it, and it was a little on the smoky side, so we had to do a little bit of a repower. So I went ahead and did some research, I did some search online, and I found this beautiful 10 horsepower Yanmar diesel. It is a true Yanmar diesel. It is not a clone. That's why it is gray, and it left it that way. It was on generator, so it had tapered shaft, but I was able to make the pulley fit on it. Did end up having to move the grill up about 3 inches, and the hood had to be left off. I also had to cut off the original gas tank supports and stuff, but it fits just fine. I'm going to get the original gas tank for it, but overall I think it turned out pretty good. It has a nice little stack here. That was originally a motorcycle pipe, and then that's the tip that came with the generator, and that's the input for the catalytic converter on the generator. I will be getting some tires to this tractor soon. I just got done restoring it about a month ago. If you guys have not seen that video, check them out on my YouTube channel. So yeah, overall this build here cost about $300, somewhere around there, because I had to buy paint, I had to buy the motor, and then had to buy the mower itself. So that cost a little bit, but overall is a pretty easy, cheap build. Just look online, find yourself a cheap little generator. I was lucky this one here was only $100 for the entire generator, and that was the score, so I picked that up and was able to make it fit on here. Next up, we got the racing mower. Now this mower is currently not in working order. It was originally anyway a 1998 Craftsman LTX 1000. Had a twin on it. The twin was ripped off of it, so I got the mower for free. So I went ahead and attempted to repower it with a 110cc four-wheeler engine. Sadly, the four-wheeler engine is not working. It's got a lot of valve issues, I can tell. Maybe even a cam, or maybe even it might even need a cam chain or a timing chain. Wow, can't believe I forgot that timing chain. But anyway, I'm probably gonna rip this off, put a Predator on it. If I was to go ahead and put a Predator on it, this build would cost me the price of the motor, which is about $350. Now, the only other cost effect that's on this mower is this rear axle. Now, this rear axle is literally built out of a whole bunch of parts from Tractor Supply and what I had laying around my shop. This is a piece of 3/4 inch shaft, which is what your stock lawnmower rims come with, so you don't have to buy any of that stuff. And then all that is a hub from Tractor Supply. That there costs, this entire rear axle cost me about $30. This is about $20, the axle was about $15, so I guess $35 then. But the idler pulleys and all the tensioners and stuff, that was all stuff laying around. You can find those on the mower deck that this mower would have came with. And then the tires and stuff, these are old tires I got from a golf cart shop. They were throwing them away, so I was able to get those for free. I just popped them up on lawnmower rims. Front tires are off of a snapper, a little one of those little swivel things, and I just had to lift the gas tank and stuff up, and I cut out this nice little hole so that it would look cool with the gas cap like it is. It would probably look better if it had different size tires in the front and it was lowered further, but this mower, I am planning on taking it down to a real professional racetrack. Like I said, this mower here, so if I was going to put it on there, it would cost about the price of the motor. I guess you could cut all the $30 to $380 there, because I am planning on putting a Predator 301 on it. So watch it, or keep an eye out for those videos, guys, because I am planning on doing that. Also, I got my gas pedal, which is made out of an old four-wheeler shifter. Next up, we have one of the longest living mowers I've probably ever had in my life, Off-Road Murray. This mower is got a lot of stock parts on it. It's got a lot of modded parts on it. Most of what I did was just ripping all the old parts off. The transaxle is not the original, but it is what it would have came with. It is a Peerless MST 205. Great transaxles for off-roading. I've gone about 35 with this mower. I've had this mower together for about a year now. And yeah. On the back here I have my nice little GoPro stinger. I will be getting a Hero 7, so you guys will be seeing the footage of that back here. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better sound quality than my previous videos. Underneath the hood here, we have a 14.5 horse overhead valve Briggs. It came with a 12.5 horse slide head motor, which had a lot of issues. It had a lot of rod knock, a lot of clatter, and so I went ahead and repowered it with this motor here. This motor is actually just about done with its life. It was an old motor when I put it on, and I ran what was left of it out of it. So keep an eye out for that video, because I will be posting that. Back here is a tractor seat off, or one of those ones you can buy at Tractor Supply for like 50 bucks. I just went ahead and drilled some holes there to bolt it on. Homemade shifter that was made out of the parts on the blade deck engagement part. All the steering is original, which is kind of a bad thing, kind of a good thing. I did make a quick disconnect hood. This is all off of a Craftsman assembly. Just pop that on there. Throttle cable runs directly down to Butterfly. This is a cable off of a dirt bike, so it would be nice and smooth run down to my foot pedal gas pedal. You guys want to see all the really intricate stuff about the gas pedals? I definitely recommend checking out Fearless Front's videos. Simple exhaust system, stock 14.5 horse Briggs going into an 18 horsepower twin, going down to a piece of flex pipe. Oh, don't forget the 5 horsepower Briggs muffler. Front bumper is actually the bumper that would have came on that mower stock. This is a Craftsman LT 1000 to LT 1500, I believe, bumper. It was a series. I just had to make some bolts and stuff to bolt that on there. The front tires are snowblower tires. If you want to know all the little stuff about that, check out my other video of the walk around of this thing. Same with the back tires, check those out. Nice little trunk I made. Overall, this build here cost me somewhere around $600 to $650. If you want to get stuff for cheaper, you know, the little stuff like these headlights cost you around $50 for the set. You don't have to have that. You can buy them for around $20. You can probably find them on Amazon for around $10 to $15. So you don't have to have that expensive. The motor, you don't need to repower it. Sometimes if you want to just build it. Now underneath, I've done all the little stuff like this. I've put a 6-inch pulley to a 4-inch pulley. I have added a skid plate, which has worked out really well in here. It's so shiny you guys can't even see it. All you see is the ground. That's funny. Anyway, you want to check out all the if you want to see all those pulleys and stuff I got down there in the clutch assembly, which is original. Check out the walk around of this mower. Same with the little handles and stuff. Like I said, you don't have to have all the little you don't have to have snowblower tires. You can always have the front or the standard tires. And if you had to have all stock lawnmower tires, which I did run on this mower for a while, it would cost you probably only $400 to build this machine. But I had to have the tires to make it the true off-road beast it is. So yeah, overall, that was the official walk around of these things finally. Like I said, the racing mower will be getting some upgrades. The Murray's getting a new motor, and the diesel is getting new tires. That's about it. Keep an eye out for all these videos, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Drop a like below if you like what I do to these mowers. If you don't, please leave a comment and tell me what I could do better to make make a better mower out of what I have. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later.